Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, the 4th of September. I finally made it to September. August went kind of fast, uh, unfortunately, but it is what it is. First of all, I want to say, Hurricane Irma, I think that's what it was. We got the remnants of that here in New York on Thursday. Not Thursday, Wednesday night, because uh, when I got home from work on Wednesday, it had started pouring rain. It wasn't raining. It didn't rain all day. It kind of pushed it off until like 6 or one of oh, not 6, till around 5 something. When I got out of the train, like just before 6, as I had to walk home. It was pouring rain. I had my umbrella in my bag, so but I got my pants got soaking wet, and then I went in the house, and I didn't think much of it. It was rain, and it was raining for a while, so I didn't look outside or at it, but it rained, and it practically rained in New York. It was torrential rain apparently, and it definitely flooded the subways and stuff in here, and flooded a bunch of places and stuff, especially in Queens. Queens is out there, and so Queen got hit hard, and the subways got hit hard. So basically, we couldn't, a lot of delays on the trains, and a lot of trains canceled, suspended service. So we wound up not going to work on Thursday because, there's no way to get to work literally because the floods and stuff, and they had to pump out the subways and all that stuff. So we didn't go to work on Thursday, but thankfully, on 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 Friday, I got a call from one of the guys I work with, Gary. He's the one who's been with me since the pandemic started. We didn't get laid off. He had called me and said his train. He leaves extra early to get to work. He don't really start till 8 o'clock, but he likes to get to work early so he can watch TV. That's just between me and you. He gets to work early. I think they're like 6 o'clock, so he can watch his little TV shows and stuff before he has to start working. But he texted me and said there's no trains running. He went out there because I think he leaves his house like 4:30 or something like that, and he couldn't. He said none of his trains were running, and they said there's no shuttle bus, so he went back home. And so I texted the other guy, Mark, that I work with directly, and he said, it looked like his trains were suspended. And so I looked on the website on my phone, and it said that the D train, which I take, has, limited service, and the 4 train, which is another alternative, that partially suspended. And they said the D train was going to run local in Manhattan. And so I kept going back and forth, and I told my boss that, and then Mark texted me and said that he's going to walk to the train and try it and see if the trains are running. So I said, you know what, let me try the D train because they said that it is running limited service. So let me see if it is running. If I have to wait too long for the train, then I'll go back home, whatever. But because we were getting out early anyway on Thursday at 1 o'clock. But I got dressed, finished getting dressed and stuff. And then I walked to the train, and the train did come, but it was packed. Thankfully, where I get on the train, it's the second stop from the end, so I was able to get a seat, and that train was packed, and it went local from my stop, which is Bedford Park, all the way down to 145th Street. It went local, and then and I thought it was going to go local all the way down because they were saying that the D train was going to run local in Manhattan because the 4 train had limited service, so was suspended. But it actually went express after 145th Street, so I was able to get to work. So me and Mark got to work, and Gary, stayed home. And my boss, she comes from Jersey. She actually came. The buses were running. I think Thursday. She didn't show up at work Thursday either because the buses were suspended. But she actually wound up coming to work on Friday too. So it was me. And then most of the people that work in our little department were able to cut to work, except like I said, Gary, who works. So he didn't come to work. But we were getting out early anyway. But we managed to come to work, and like I said, we only stayed there till 1 o'clock anyway. And so I had no trouble, getting on a train and coming back home. So thankfully, the trains are running I think more regularly now. And I think they said they're going to work on trying to because I think they were surprised at the level of rain that we got on Wednesday night into Thursday morning, that it basically flooded a lot of the situations. Hold on. It flooded a lot of the trains trains that run through the system. That's why a lot of the trains were shut down and stuff. And so I think they said they're going to work on so they're not so. I think they didn't expect as much rain as they got, and it really surprised a lot of people. That's why really people weren't able to get to work on. I know some people tried on Thursday and stuff to get to work, but I tried. When they said limited service and partially suspended, I said, you know what, I'm not going to try it because they were still working on pumping out the train. So that's why we decided. I told him we stayed home that day. I think most of us stayed home that day. I think some people did make it in, I guess, on Thursday, I think, but we stayed home that Thursday. And like I said, we got a nice, 3-day weekend this weekend, Labor Day weekend, which is Monday, and so we could do that. But anyway, that's the whole situation about Irma in New York, how it affected us, and hopefully, like I said, the people down in Louisiana and stuff, and that got hit really hard. I think I saw the president was down there helping, surveying the damage and stuff, and hopefully they'll get them the people the help they need down there, because they're in that low level area that always get hits hard when there's hurricanes and stuff. So that will hopefully the president will give them the aid they need, and that'll be taken care of with minimum loss of life, hopefully. Anyway, this is the plan for today. I'm gonna go see Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. I gotta see what time it starts. Right now it's a little bit after 8. I'm gonna try to see if I can see it at like 11:30 or so. I'm assuming I can leave here like a little bit after 10. I'm gonna see if it starts like 11:30, so I can see that from 11:30 like 1:30, and then I'll get back uptown and do my food shopping and stuff, and put my shirts in the cleaners, pick up my other shirts, and oh yeah, the dentist. I did go to the dentist last Saturday, and they pulled the tooth number 18, which is on this side. I thought for some reason it was on this side, but it was on this side. They actually pulled the tooth on last Saturday, and so I had to eat soft food and stuff and eat on this side of my mouth. They tell you to put the cold compress on your face and stuff, and I did that, and let me just tell you, I'm not going to that place ever again to get a tooth pulled, because they numb me up, but I still felt that was freaking ridiculous. Okay, now I don't know if it was just this place, because I remember when I was a kid, I think, and I got one of my tooth pulled. Well, I guess they put me to sleep, so I guess I didn't feel it. But this is ridiculous. He numbed me up, and then I guess they had to drill, since it was in my jaw, the lower teeth right here, and they drilled on my, and I was feeling that. I mean, he numbed me up, but I still felt it, and I tapped him. I said, "Listen, I feel that." So he gave me, he numbed me up some more, and then he took the thing to pull my tooth, and I guess I'm assuming because it's connected to the bone, and he was basically yanking my fucking head left and right to try to pull the teeth, and he did that a couple of times. Then he said, "Oh, keep your head steady, don't." I said, "How can I not move my head? You're jerking my head back and forth, you're trying to loosen the tooth out of there. You're jerking me back and forth." So I tried to, hold my head steady, and then he eventually, he was able to pull the tooth. I didn't even feel it when it came out, but I just felt the jerking motion of him jerking. And I said, "Come on, man, that's ridiculous," especially with the modern times. I don't think, and the thing is, and I should have questioned that, and I question myself now that I should have questioned it, because originally when I went there before, they told me that the tooth, it needed either a root canal or need to be pulled, and then he said that, listen, we can do the root canal, but it's going to be temporary and it's not going to last, so it's better to probably get the tooth pulled, and then you can get an implant later if you want. And so I thought about, but that was around the time that I got COVID, and then my brother had died, and just so it got delayed. And then when I finally made an appointment to go back there, and I told him, "Okay, go ahead, pull the tooth," he gave me a referral to go to the oral surgeon, and I think that's the problem that I should have did, because when I did that, and they gave me the refer to the oral surgeon. I went to the oral surgeon, and the oral surgeon said, "Listen, we can pull the tooth and do a bone graft and give you the implant," and they gave me that referral back, and it cost like $3,800 to do that. And I said, "Listen, that's ridiculous. I'll go back to my original dentist and get the I'll just get the root canal." And I asked him that, and then when I went back last Saturday, he told me, "Listen, the root canal it's not gonna, we can do it, but it's gonna be temporary. It's not gonna last, and you're gonna have to pull the tooth eventually." Anyway, I said okay. And then I thought, okay, he's gonna tell me to go back to the oral surgeon, but he said no. Okay, we'll pull the tooth, which I thought was weird. First, he told me you couldn't pull the tooth, and he gave me the referral to an oral surgeon, but now you're gonna pull it. That makes no sense. I didn't think about it. I should have said, wait a minute. First, you told me when I came here the other. I should have said, I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking, okay, he's gonna pull the tooth and it'll be done. And but I should have realized because why didn't you tell me back in May or June when I went back there the first, and you gave me the referral to oral surgeon? Why couldn't you pull the tooth back then? Why did you give me the referral and then now you pull the tooth? Unless they changed their policy and stuff, and maybe they decided, okay, now they can pull the tooth. Maybe they added it to the thing. I didn't think about it in my head, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna try to make an appointment this week to go back. Hope maybe this next Saturday. So let him see the. I just want him to look at the at look at my gums to make sure that it's healing properly. I want to make sure. Like I said, initially I was, feeling some pain. They tell you to take some Motrin or something with ibuprofen if you feel pain, because it's gonna. They said that's normal. You're gonna feel pain, while it's healing and all that stuff. So I've been trying not to take too much of it because I don't want to get addicted to the painkillers. So I've taken a couple, like once a day. So I don't want to get too, because they said, if you take too much of that, you can mess up your liver and stuff. And so the last time I took one was yesterday at lunchtime when I came home from lunch and I had a sandwich. I, took a pill with that and that kind of, and right now I'm not feeling any pain in the tooth now, in the gums, excuse me. I'm not feeling any pain now, but I want to go back and let them check the gum and see that it's healing the right way, because they told me, he told me, now this is what this dentist said, that it takes like a couple of months, like 6 months for the your gum to fully heal and stuff, and then you can get an implant. That would be around February. But I looked online and it said usually 2 to 3 months. So I'll ask him that again just to be sure, because I know that's what he told me when I was sitting in the chair, that if you get an implant, after you pull your teeth, you're gonna you gotta wait like 6 months, and then you can get fitted for an implant. Okay, so I said okay. So I'm gonna double check that with him again. But I also have a tooth on this side that I think is kind of cracked, that hopefully they can fix that. They can fix that. A tooth right next to my bridge. That's, I think it cracked a couple of weeks ago. I was chewing, and then I, you know how you feel something hard like a rock, and I think that was part of the tooth came out. So I'm gonna see if hopefully he can fix that, because I don't want to pull in any more tooth, and I think they can fix that. I think they can just put the little plastic on it and let it heal. So that way, so like I said, right now I'm eating on this side of my mouth because I'm taking it seriously, and I'm gonna wait till next Saturday before I start eating on this side of my mouth. Right now I'm just trying to eat on this side, eating soft food, and eating on this side of my mouth, so I don't damage I don't want to damage the gum anymore by eating on this side and stuff. So I'm following the instructions and stuff. So hopefully, like I said, I can make an appointment. I'm going to call when I get back to work Tuesday and see if I see the dentist appointment I'm trying to make on Saturday, because he's there on Saturday, and I think that's the best time to do it. So that way I don't have to take off from work, and hopefully I can let him check the gum and he can say, okay, it's healing nicely, okay, and okay, you can come back in 6 months and we can try to fit you for an implant. Although he was saying that the price for implants, that he said it is around $22,000 for implants for one tooth. That's that's kind of ridiculous. But I'll see, and maybe we can get it done cheaper or something. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And then let him look at this cracked tooth and see if he can fix that without pulling it. Because if he says he has to pull that tooth, I'm gonna say, listen, no, thank you. Give me it. I'll go back. I'll go to the oral surgeon and let him pull the tooth. Okay, like I said, his price was like $150 to pull the tooth. I know the other place, the oral surgeon, was charging like $400, but I'm sure the oral surgeon will do it a lot better than this guy. I mean, that really was ridiculously painful which is, I don't mind, dentistry. This is the reason why people don't go to dentists, because if you come on, you're gonna pull somebody's teeth that way. That was ridiculous. You should have numbed me up more, because I was feeling that. And like I said, I had to tell him, listen, when he was drilling my gum to get to the tooth, I said, listen, I feel that. I was feeling that. That's why I was, tapping on him. I said, listen, I feel that. And he had to numb me up some more. And then he was taking the plier, whatever that machine, not the pliers, but the metal thing he had to try to yank the tooth up. and I was feeling that. You know, he's yanking my head sideways to sideways. I was feeling that. Like I said, look, he was trying to break my jaw, and then eventually he was able to pull it out, and I said, Jesus, that was ridiculously painful. Which is, I don't think it has to be that ridiculously. I don't think it has to be that painful to pull a tooth. I know, even though I know the lower jaw, because I distinctly remember when I went to this other dentist, Claremont, and I had a tooth that had a root canal, and they were going to pull that tooth so they can give me a bridge. And when they pulled that root canal out, I didn't feel that pain. Exactly. Whatever he did, he numbed me up and he pulled that tooth out. It was no yanking my head and all that stuff. It wasn't like that. Exactly. So this dentist, I'm kind of skeptical of this guy, and I may just, if when I go back there, I might say, listen, if you're gonna ask me to get another tooth, if that cracked tooth has to be pulled and stuff, you're not doing it, okay? Because I didn't like the way you did my tooth. That was ridiculous. The amount of pain you put me in to pull that one tooth, okay? That was ridiculous, okay? That was absolutely ridiculous and to me unnecessary, okay? So I would go somewhere else if it has to be, that teeth has to be pulled, which I don't think it will be. Hopefully they can just put some plastic, and fill in the cracked tooth that way. Anyway, enough of my dental worries. What is the next thing I want to say? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Today I'm going to see Shang-Chi. I got to find out what time because right now it's 8:26. I got to find what time. I'm going to see if I can see 11:30 showing, which is like 3 hours from now almost. So I'm going to get up after. I'm going to let this render go wash up, and I'm going to go downtown and get on the train around 10 something. I got to queue for some extra time just in case the trains are running slower. Well, it's Saturday, runs slower anyway. But I want to be able to what am I going to say? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna see Shang-Chi and get back so I can go uptown and. Oh yeah, this is what I want to say. Last night I put my uploaded my reaction to Doom Patrol season 3 final trailer, which came out 2 days ago. I'm kind of late with that, so I put that up on my channel, and I also put up Titans season 3 episode 6. I watched that and did my reaction to that, and that's up, but it's blocked right now. And I appealed on that. And also Marvel What If episode 4, the Doctor Strange one, that one's blocked right now too. But I suspect both of those two should be unblocked probably by tonight, because usually with the DC ones they usually wait a day before they unblock them. The Marvel ones it's usually like 2 days, and I think I put the Doctor Strange one on Thursday. Yeah, so it'll probably be unblocked later today. But funny enough, the Titans episode 5, the one I did last week, that one went straight up. That one didn't get blocked. It got a copyright claim, but they allowed me to go up without blocking it. But this week they blocked it, I think because of the music, whatever that's in there. But it doesn't matter. But later, those two, Titans season 5, episode 6, my edited reaction to episode 6, and my Marvel What If episode 4, again, those are currently blocked, but I suspect that later today, they'll be unblocked. So I'll make a post on my YouTube page to let you know that they're unblocked, and then I gotta upload Titans, Marvel What If, and Stargirl unedited to my Patreon. Okay, I'll upload those there. Okay, and I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere. I want to say thank you to him for supporting me. And again, link to my Patreon is below. It's only $5 a month. Tons of content, TV show reactions on there. Again, follow the link, and you'll see the whole list. Tons of TV show reactions on there. Okay, and unedited. Okay, and also links to my social media are in the description box: to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. I made a video for my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions, but I haven't put it up there about Afghanistan. And what I may do, since we're off on Monday, I got to put a couple of videos on that channel, okay? Because I got a couple of subjects I want to talk about, and I think I'll make a couple of quick hit videos, put like 3 or 4 on there, that I can do really quick today when I get back. And then look for my review of Shang-Chi. Okay, I'll do that review tonight and probably post that tomorrow. And maybe I'll do an edited uh, a one with spoilers if it has some spoilers in it, like links to future movies. And there's also one thing I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about the Batman. The Batman. I'm so looking forward to that movie when that comes out. And luckily, like September now, and DC Fandom is in October. Now, hopefully, we'll get a second trailer for the Batman. Could they screened? They did a screening for it the other day, and people love it. They said it's dark and everything, moody and everything else. But it basically says it's great, and it's almost three. The cut was almost 3 hours, which I'm all for that. And so we should get a lot of information. I'm looking forward to DC Fandom next, whatever that weekend is. I'm staying my butt in the house all day long so I can watch it as I did with the original one, and because we should get it like a teaser for probably for Black Adam because that's finished filming. I think they're just doing other stuff on it, and the Flash, and I think that finished principal photography as well. So we should get some, hopefully maybe a teaser for that, and a bunch of other, and Shazam: Fear of the Gods. I think they also finished filming principal photography for that. They're also, I think, filming other stuff for it. But we got a lot of things to look forward to. Shazam 2, the Batman, Black Adam, the Flash movie. I'm looking forward to DC Fandom. And the Batman movie, I'm so looking forward to that. I'm going to go back and watch the original movie, original trailer. I think I wanted to do a breakdown of it, but I don't think I ever did, which was a mistake for me in my part. And I think I will correct that mistake when they release the second trailer. I'm going to do actually a breakdown of it, like I wanted to, a proper breakdown of it, because I'm looking back, and seeing these, clips from the first trailer that I don't remember because it's been a while since I watched it again. And all things Batman I've been in love with. Okay, and last week I uploaded my review of Batman Halloween, The Long Halloween Part 1 and 2, because I watched those back to back. Okay, and also when I go the Snyder Cut is coming out on video, home video, so I got to get that as well. I think there's a nice, I got to look, because I got to get a steelbook. I got to see if I can pre-order that, and definitely I'm looking forward to the Snyder Cut. That's going to be awesome to have that in hand. Okay, so we'll see with that. Anyway, also, like I said, I have a what else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, Mr. Nightmare. I know I promised I would try to do that last week, but I didn't have time. And now that I'm off on Monday, I may do it Monday. I may watch the video, or I may do them tomorrow, like film them and then edit them and then upload those on Monday all together, one after the other. Okay, so I haven't done a Mr. Nightmare video in a while, and I'm debating whether I should do one of those animated videos. Like they do those animated versions of Mr. Nightmare, and also they have other like horror channels videos. I've been kind of hooked on those, watching those as well, and so I may do one of those as well. I may do some of that. And the great thing about Mr. Nightmare is that he doesn't block the videos. Okay, when you do those reactions to his videos, because it's promotion for his channel, which is this is decent of him to do, because he could block those if he wants to, but that's brings more people attention to his videos and stuff, which I think is nice. But if I don't see anything on there that I like, I may pick one of those, because there's a lot of horror channel videos, and specifically a lot of animated ones, and I may react to one of those just to mix it up. Okay, so I may do that tomorrow. Okay, I may do that tomorrow and then upload those on Monday, since we're off on Monday for Labor Day. Okay, and also I think that's it. So it's around 8:30. What time is it? Yeah, 8:30 right now. So what I'm going to do is, get up, wash up, and try to see if I can upload this before I leave, because I'm going to see what time Shang-Chi starts. Hopefully it starts like 11:30. I can see that, which means I can leave the house at like 10 o'clock or so, and see that, and then come back and then do my movie shopping and stuff, and then do my review of that, of Shang-Chi. I'll do that and see if it's worth it to do an edited. I do a spoilers review of that as well. And what else? Something else I want to do. Uh, oh yeah, Doom Patrol. That starts September 23rd, which means I'm gonna have to, there's gonna be another show added to my list of shows. Yesterday was the third, right? Yeah, yesterday was the third. So the 10th, 17th, 23rd. So it's Thursday. So I think. Oh, so that's gonna debut when the Titans debut. Doom Patrol. So well, you know what happens. What's gonna happen is it's gonna have to review them both the day after because usually when they drop, I don't get a chance to do them because I'm working. I have to usually do it when I come home from work on that Friday. So it'll be two more shows. It'll be two shows. Or actually three shows because it'll be Doom Patrol, Titans, and Stargirl season 2. Those are the ones I'm gonna be reacting to. So just another show added to the pile. Okay, and sorry, this video is like 25 minutes. I didn't mean to go that long rambling, but there you are. Anyway, hope everybody have a great weekend, and hopefully everybody stay safe. You know, wear your mask if you have to. Get the vaccine. Okay, I'm a big proponent of the vaccine. Okay, get the vaccine. It helps. And when it's time for me to get a booster shot, I'm getting a booster shot. Okay, let's put it like that. Finally, I convinced well, I didn't convince, but my brother had to get the shot. My brother I go to baseball games with, he had to get the shot because he couldn't go to his job unless he got the shot. So he finally had to break down and get it because he wasn't getting it for whatever reason. But anyway, hope everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe, be well. Look for my review of Shang-Chi unedited. Hopefully, maybe some Mr. Nightmare videos before the weekend is out. Okay, and hopefully Titans and Marvel What If will be unblocked by tonight. Take care, be well, and this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.